Hey people, welcome back to my Sakura no Uta stream. No, this is a recording. I'm doing a recording instead of like the usual live stream. We're gonna continue where we left off.
もう、ナオくんはそんなまた悲しいことを言う。
sad things.
そうだよ。それは悲しいことだよ。
I see, but I didn't invent those words.
ナオくん。でも、ナオくんもそう思ってるんでしょ？そう思ってるから。
Maybe.
ダメだよ。そんなことしたらみんないなくなっちゃうよ。
They will go.
そうだよ。
Then it's enough to not have anyone important. If there is no one important in one's life, then there will be no need to die.
バカナオくんのバカ
I really don't have context here. So I'm just reading the straight up translation.
それじゃみんなが同じ時間に同じ場所で生きてる意味がないよ。もう知らない。ナオくんのバカ
Ren's running away. I just stood there, looking at her back. I didn't have a clear idea what I wanted to do with those words. They were simply talking that resonated with my childish self, even without understanding the meaning of them. At that time, I didn't understand anything. Actually, I don't understand what's going on as well. No, it was rather impossible for her to understand. I see. The feelings of serving others. I see. Without rejoicing or being sad. Now I understand them. Now that the day had passed, I understand them. A fantasy of a spring day. A welcoming breeze. Peacefully in the shadow of those trees. I was just observing the back of that childish. I was trying to think of a better translation for that. That warm sun was almost like as if I were inside a stone. Hard and a rigid situation. When I closed my eyes, I remember that image. I remember that scene. Maybe that'll be better. Oh man, I don't understand. I'll probably need to go back to that to know what's going on. I opened the old sliding door and let the morning air in. The garden wrapped in the morning mist. Cold air is such a nice thing. Because I couldn't sleep at all. The cold air of early spring is pleasant to my body. Hot from the lack of sleep or that wasn't supposed to be any reason to lose sleep. It seems that after all, it does catch my attention.
ただいま、ナオくん。
I'm back. Certainly, she has already returned. Although the common and quite obvious word caused me pain. It seems that she has no grudge against me. Although, certainly, that's how she is. even though I didn't get to answer her letters even once. And yet she told me I'm back with a smile. I really do seem like the bad guy in the story now, huh? The bad guy in the story. Although, well, I am certainly bad. I'm a big liar. Although, on the other hand, turned out to be quite lovely, just as Kay had mentioned. The self-proclaimed Grandmaster of Beauty lives up to her name. She truly has it. Oh, Grandmaster Beauty. Okay, self-proclaimed Grandmaster Beauty lives up to his name. He truly has an eye for beauty. Although the fact he calls himself that just because he has an eye of beauty of women leaves a lot to be desired. Although, well, we're talking about Kay. For a moment, I thought we're talking about Red, but yeah. She became really beautiful. She grew taller, her hair grew longer. But, by the way, it has developed very well, huh? Wait, no, not that. A lot of time has passed since then. A bitter smile escapes me. I don't like much depressing matters. Oh, I'm supposed to have said that to myself. It's all over. Those feelings that tell me that everything is over, I must leave those insignificant feelings behind. I go out to the hallway to wash my face. I want to clean my hot face and my cloudy consciousness, a product of a lack of sleep, with some cold water. This house is as full of decorations as ever, huh? If they need money, then they could sell this and that's it. When you leave the room and enter the hallway, you can see a huge image of a naked woman at the back of the entrance. Decoration, which had been adorning the Natsume house for quite some time, is so large that it simply does not fit the image of a Japanese house. It is drawn on a canvas 100 centimeters wide. The name of the work is Olympia. It is a representative work of the French painter Edouard Manet. I actually don't know how to pronounce that. Of course, it is not the original. There is no way the original version of Edouard Manet's representative work is in this house. The original Olympia is kept in the Horsey Museum. The size of this one is barely half the original that is in Horsey. Although this is not a photo or print, it is a genuine oil painting. It is so well drawn that seeing it up close gives the illusion that Manet himself drew it. More than a simple reproduction, you could say that this is almost fake. Yeah, I don't know why it's translating as Manat. They're referring to me. However, it seems that it was damaged once. So you can see, although in a very small part, there are traces of its restoration. The author of this Olympia is Kenichiro Kusanagi. That Kenichiro Kusanagi. It seems like it was the first gift he gave Mom when he met her. The first gift he gave to a woman was nothing more or nothing less than a painting of a nude to make matters worse, Olympia. Totally characteristic of him. It's a choice that only he would make. For God's sakes. Even after that, I had to see his shadow. What a pain. I usually only see it out of the corner of my eye, but it's morning and I'm alone, so I enjoyed the finish of Kenichiro Kusanagi's copy of Olympia. What a skilled man. It amazes me even more than when I saw it as a child or not. It is rather now that I see myself so amazed by this work. Many famous painters throughout history have left several reproductions of work as a way to practice. But even so, the reproductions of these historical artists are not completely faithful to the original works. Rather, as we look at the reproductions of these famous artists, we can see that they are made in their own style. However, this Olympia was created as an absolutely faithful copy of the original. I don't know much about all of Kenichiro Kusanagi's reproductions, but I don't know of any other copy as faithful as this one. But even so, there are a few tiny parts that have been changed from the original work. For example, the fact that the hair color is closer to black than the original. The fact that the model is thinner than the original. Although in the same way, it is possible to notice it if you look for and compare the differences with the original. It is impossible to tell the difference for those who do not know the original work well. I don't know in detail the reason why Kenichiro Kusanagi did that. Though in a way, I can imagine it when I see his face. To look up the woman who acts as the model in Olympia is challenging. I entered the slightly dark room, even before it was past completely dawn. Ah, a shadow.
おはよう。
Oh, hi. It was Shizuku. I didn't think of any of the Natsumi would be awake at this early hour. As I remember, all the Natsume have a hard time getting up in the morning. Of course, Shizuku too. You're up early today.
早い？
It's early in the morning, so it's hard for me to say that if I see you awake at this time, right?
早朝？
Shizuku observes the sky from which the sun has not yet fully risen, with eyes slightly open. The faint light reflected and dispersed by the morning mist, highlighted by the whiteness of her skin, is even more. And at that moment, I thought something quite out of place. I see. Certainly, it is beautiful. This reminds me again that she is an artist. Shizuku, would you have a hard time getting up early?
朝は弱い。
So today you made an effort to get up early.
なおや、
What's happening?
寝てなかった。
Huh? Could it be that you couldn't sleep either? Because you were worried about that?
なぜ直哉が寝られないと私が寝ないの？
No. Now that you mention it.
雫はもうちゃんと寝ることができるよ。それは直哉も分かっていると思う。
Well, yes.
でも確かに一つ屋根の下とか直哉に襲われる可能性はあるかもしれない。ごくり。
No way. There's no way I'm doing that with I and K here.
いなかったらされているのか。
Idiot. I'm not that kind of person who would do those things.
雫は直哉とはこの前会ったばかり。だからそんなことは知らない。
Maybe, but...
直哉は？
What?
なぜ直哉はずっと起きてたの？
Me? Well, it's just that I,
その？
It's It's no big deal. It just so happened. Yeah, it's just pure chance.
なんとなく
Shizuku looks at me. Or rather, she's looking at me with a slightly intimidating look.
なら私も同じ。いや、大した理由じゃないんだよ。なんとなくだな。うん。
Don't try to intimidate me, imitate me, even in the way I speak.
大した理由じゃなくても寝られない夜だってある。ということで、お互いいい感じ。
What is this about good terms?
なおや、
What's happening?
お腹減った。
I see. She was awake all night. I guess she hasn't eaten anything since dinner, so I guess it's normal for her to be hungry. You want to eat something?
すごく食べる。
Isn't it strange that you respond, I'll eat enough, when I'm asking you if you want to eat something? On the other hand, I look at her face.
ん？
Shizuku looks back at me with a strange expression. No, it's nothing. Well, what does it matter? It's Shizuku. This is Shizuku Natsumi. Check what's left in the refrigerator. Shizuku, is there anything you don't like?
嫌いなもの。私、死ぬのとか嫌い。
I know that, but wait, I'm not talking about that. No one is talking about that. Besides, that isn't something you hate. It's something you fear, right? I mean, food. Food. There are people who hate peppers or celery and many other things, right?
食べるのは好き。
Radiant smile. She went from being completely expressionless to having a sudden smile on her face. That's certainly typical of her. Anyway, you don't have any particular food that you don't like, right? Shizuku nods her head several times. She's not very talkative, but she is a girl with many different reactions. Shall I prepare breakfast then?
朝食、何を作るの？
What do you want to eat?
お肉。
Meat this morning. Or this morning. I checked the contents of the refrigerator. Just as I thought, the meat is gone. We ran out of meat last night, so no sausages, ham, or bacon either. That's why I had planned to prepare a salted salmon and miso soup for today's breakfast.
お肉ない。
There isn't any. There isn't even anything smoked like ham or sausages.
そう。
But don't worry, I'll do something about the meat.
買ってくるの？
Of course not. There's no store open at this time, right? Anyway, wait. Watch and see. I'm going to prepare for you.
これ何？
What do you think?
肉団子？でも、お肉なかったはず。
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, have a bite.
なんか、
So, how is it?
大変。
Right? But they're not meat dumplings.
え？でも、どう見ても肉団子だし、味も。
I didn't know the Japanese for meatballs is nikudanko. That's interesting. And then I haven't used any meat. Here, watch.
きび？何これ？
Oh shit, is this one of those things I should know? No, it's sorghum. Sorghum. Oh shit, this is might be
うろ
something.
こし
There might be
ト
something.
ウ
we
モ
should
ロ
know.
コシ
No. Sorghum has springness and flavor similar to ground beef, so vegetarians often use it instead of beef. Let me actually search what the hell is this. I'm kind of confused. What's going on here? Oh, it's an actual thing. I didn't even know. It's the first time I heard about this. I know what this is, so I was like, "Is this a translation thing?" But apparently, it's a real thing. It's the first time I heard about this one. If you use it as broth in Chinese soups, they take on the flavor even closer to meat. It preserves much better than meat, so it's perfect for those moments when you want to eat meat. It's also cheap and low in calories, so maybe it's also suitable for jaws like yours, right? Shizuku starts eating again before I finish my explanation. That's how hungry she must have been. Are you crying again?
これ癖みたいなものだから気にしないでください
Look at Shizuku. Shizuku silently puts the sorghum dumpling in her mouth. Shizuku Natsu. As I repeated Shizuku's name in my mind, I also remembered her name. Indeed, the last syllable of her name invoked that. Okay. Therefore, the syllable had disappeared from her name. I didn't think I'd realize. I think I'd realize right now. That's how great his existence was. Kenichiro Kusanagi. Now, this is something I require context. Why did he bring up like the last syllable? Are we talking about Kenichiro Kusanagi? Oh, yeah. No, okay, no, never mind. I'm reading it wrong. You know what? I need to know Japanese for this one. My gaze meets hers. I feel like she had realized what I was thinking, so for a moment she lowered my gaze. Shizuku handed me the meatballs with sweet vinegar, still halfway through eating. Kind of getting hungry myself. Maybe I should buy some bacon or something. I think I'm thawing some. Anyway, random thoughts. What's wrong? Don't you want any more? Or are they just not good?
とても美味しかったでも直哉食べてないから
Don't worry about me. I'm not that hungry either.
そうなの
Nah, Shizuku.
何
Do they taste good?
そしてありがとう
Expressionless Shizuku smiles happily. Unintentionally, I ended up looking away. I was surprised when she started crying while eating what I prepared, but well, I guess it's normal for this to happen too. Because she is... Hey, are you okay? She just randomly went to sleep, bro. This... He's asleep.
これじゃ無理だから
I guess she was too hungry that she couldn't go to sleep and her body operate. And the moment she had something in her stomach, she it's like a robot thing. She's talking in her sleep. Good. Oh, look at the clock. It's still too early to get up. Anyway, if you fall asleep here, you're going to catch the flu, Shizuku. I touched Shizuku's cheeks a few times with my finger. I poke her cheek, I guess. Yeah, I poke her cheek. There's no reaction. Well, it's to be expected. After having spent the whole night without sleeping. Well, I don't have any other alternative. I carried Shizuku in my arms. She was as light as a stuffed bed. Oh man, she is very light. Is she sleeping? Is she eating well? Doesn't she weigh almost the same as a medium-sized dog? She's very light when I think about it. Ooh, I can carry Shizuku like nothing. I'm not even like physically healthy or whatever. When I was in front of Shizuku's room, it just occurred to me: is there no problem with me carrying a girl at this age? And on top of that, will she let me enter her room? I hadn't worried about it that much while I was bringing her here, but isn't the situation somewhat dangerous? Or not? Rather, it is usually. Although in the same way, I can't abandon Shizuku here. Well, I don't have any such malicious thoughts. I swear by the heavens that I have no dark intentions. For now, I swear that to God. For the moments. I hesitated a little to enter, since it was a girl's room, but I was amazed. It's even more sober than my room. But what a monotonous panorama. It almost has no names on it. Well, I guess that's typical of Shizuku. The most extreme form of organization is to reduce one's possessions, I suppose. Come on. I lay Shizuku down on the futon. There's still some time. Rest until it's time. Because they say that late nights are the worst enemies of beauty. The Shizuku of now can worry about those kinds of ordinary things without any problem. So you're just a girl. Oh no. What would she think? You're awake now?
な、直哉、お前、どこから出てきた？
From where? From where? Well, from Shizuku's room. Oh. Listen, it's not what you think. I don't know what kind of misunderstanding you have right now, but it's not what you think.
何が違う？早朝、年頃の雫の部屋から出てきてたな。
No, you're wrong. Although it's true that I just thought she's this room, but it's nothing like you think.
問答無用。
Rip.
すまん、申し訳ない。
If you're going to apologize, then try not to hit me instead.
だって雫の部屋から朝出てくるなんてそんなの見たら
Male, a guy leaving his little sister's room early in the morning. Yes. Yeah, I think it's good. Well, yes, just as I said, anyone would misunderstand things. That's why the only thing I could say to her is, I told you so. Damn, I already told you. I asked you if there was a problem with someone outside the family staying here to live.
いや、私は草薙を信じてるので。
Are you able to hit someone you trust without saying a word, having a belt and several martial arts?
でも簿記とかは3級だし、計算とか苦手なんだよ。 根っからの文系でな。
Whether you know it or not does not change the strength of your blows.
そうだが、そうなんだけど。ごめんなさい。本当に私早とちりしてしまって。
Don't you think there are really any problems with this?
何が？
Well, as long as I live here.
そんなことないぞ。
Your words don't convince me one bit.
私は雫とも住みたいと思った。そしてケイとも直哉とも住みたいと思った。だから。
Shizuku and Kei are your family, right? So don't put me in the same container as them.
そうじゃなくて。
Well, it doesn't matter. It was also my fault for not having been cautious enough. In reality, I also felt that it wasn't entirely right to enter.
ごめん、直哉。
I make a sad face. I always called you Tsunagi. That's not from a long time ago. But Kenichiro Kusanagi was still alive. He called me Naoya. Of course, with two Kusanagis alive, she would have to call me by my name at some point. But even so, apparently I started trying to call me Kusanagi as much as possible as soon as she became a teacher. This is also to avoid calling one of your students by name at school. That's why, ever since Dad died, he's been calling me Kusanagi. However, whenever they exploit the feeling outward, the name I uses to call the name that I uses to call me changes from Kusanagi to Naoya. She probably does it unintentionally. I guess I shouldn't corner Ai so much. Okay, I understand. But please, don't hit me again without saying a word.
直哉。
Don't mean that face. What happened to the innocent airs you always have?
そうだな。
Oh, right. Breakfast is ready. Still a little early, but do you want to eat now?
そうだな。そろそろケイも起こして。
Alright, I'll serve it to you. As I walk up Yumenoki Hill to school, I could see many new students wrapped in new uniforms and carrying new bags. Could it be that they are full of hope? I can see smiles on several of them. Although I can't remember the way I felt the first time I stood in front of the school gate. It probably wasn't much different than now. I let out a long yawn and slowly climbed the stairs.
早いのですね。
In the radiant spring air there was, for an instant, some tension. Of course, there is nothing more than a misunderstanding. The students who go to school continue on their way just like now. It's not the air that's tense. It's me. Oh shit, it's Rin. Rin.
おはようございます。
And let out a strange greeting.
もしかしてお忘れですか？私、引っ越す前に草薙くんの近所に住んでいました。
Wait, how did Naoya like diffuse like the earlier meeting? They never did. Yes, I do remember you. No problem. I'm sorry about yesterday. I got a little upset and I ended up ignoring you and running. Okay, there you go. So basically, the moment when Rin greeted him, he ran away. All right. Oh. Jesus, now, yeah.
いえ、そんなことは。私も久しぶりだったのに、すごく慣れ慣れしかったですし。
No, that's normal. What's not normal is what I did.
それは草薙くんはお父様のこともありましたし。 父様のことニュースで知りました。
He has nothing to do with it, so that's not. So it's no problem.
そうですか。
Yes. On the other hand, how have you been?
私は元気だけが取り柄みたいなものですから、ずっと元気でしたよ。
I see. I'm glad.
それにしてもびっくりしましたね。まさか同じ学校の同じクラスに草薙くんがいるなんて思いませんでしたから。
You notice yet?
それはもちろんです。教室に入った瞬間に分かりました。でもそれで気が動転したんですけどね。
Yeah, the earlier translation is when did you notice? Now that I remember, everyone laughed at me.
お恥ずかしい。普通に緊張していたのもありますけど、最初の挨拶なのにあんなことでしょ。
Not like that either. Everyone was happy. It's not like that. Everyone was happy.
皆さんいい方ばかりです。初日から皆さんにフォローしてもらいました。
Yeah, maybe I should write down how I translate these things. Because obviously the machine translation is just, I can maintain the context in my brain, but whatever. The first conversation I had with her in years. A strange, clumsy, and uncomfortable conversation. But it only took a few minutes of words for me to begin to feel how little by little that uncomfortable air was calming down. I can't always stay anchored to the same problem. That's how it is. I must try to move forward as much as I can. Forward. Because Rin has returned. No, Rin, I haven't told you yet. It's gonna obviously you. Unless he literally.
何をですか？
おかえり。You were the one that said I'm bad as soon as we saw each other, right?
そうでしたね。
For I'm back, there should always be a welcome back, right, Rin?
はい。
Rin responds forcefully. Maybe these reunions aren't so bad after all, huh? That's what I thought at this moment. Come on, there's nothing to do standing here. Trying to climb the stairs and leaving low-key downhill once again, where I had been standing.
草薙くん。
What's happening?
ただいま。ただいま。
The students who were going up the hill turned to see us. That's how loud Ren's voice was. Unintentionally, an ironic smile escaped me. Idiot! You're talking too loud.
ごめん。なんか嬉しくて。
Rin smiles, somewhat embarrassed.
新入生として入ってきた瞬間からそんなものを見せられるのですか？
New student? New student. However, that voice seems familiar to me. Although the level of enthusiasm in her voice is somewhat different. Oh, Rina. Rina Hikawa. Rina Hikawa. Now that I remember you, now that I remember, you were entering this year, right? Yeah, she was an H2O, so I was like, oh.
はい、おはようございます。それにしても、なんか弓張学園に進学して、いきなり大人の階段という段差を見せつけられた感じですな。草薙さんが見たこともない超絶美人さんの彼女さんを連れているとは。
Where did you conclude that?
お兄ちゃんとしては 妹には彼女を隠していた感じでしょうか。釣れないですね。私はそんな心の狭い妹じゃないのですが。草薙くんって妹さんいたのですか？
No, calm down, Rin. Her name is Rina Hikawa. For starters, her last name is different.
そうですよね。でも草薙くんのお父さんって長い間独身だったみたいだから。
Yeah. The weekly magazines even reported several times that Kenichiro's Kusanagi striking relations with women. Meaning that no one would be surprised if I really had a little sister from another mother.
その腹違いの妹が氷川里奈なのです。
You didn't even get to meet Kenichiro. How are you going to say that you're my little sister from another mother?
まあ冗談です。なんとなく彼女さんの前で少し虚勢を張ってみました。彼女さんの前で虚勢？はい、なんと言いますか、本当の妹というわけではないのです。精神的妹と言いますか、そういう痛いやつなんですよ。彼女さんの前で虚勢か。精神的な妹さんなんだ。そういうのっていいよね。
Part of that sounds good.
だって私だってそういう特別な関係が作れたらどれだけいいかと思いますもの。
Nothing special or charming about a mental little sister if you think about it. That's pretty crazy.
その通りではありますが、なかなか傷つく言い方しますね。もともとは草薙先輩が原因でこうなってしまった設定なのですがね。はいはい、別にいいですよ。草薙先輩に過度な期待などしていませんので。昔っから私に対する関心の低さは半端ありませんからね。草薙くんはいつでもそうですよね。でも大丈夫です。彼は私に対する関心の低さも半端ありませんでしたから。
No, really, it's not like that.
今のお二人を見ていると特別な関係なんだなって思いました。少なくとも私には精神的であろうがなかろうがそういうものもありませんでしたから。あれ、でもいいえ、違いますよ。彼女なんかじゃないですね、草薙くん。
Yeah, that's right.
ほら、この通りです。草薙くんと私は別に特別な関係なんかじゃないんです。だから氷川さんもそんな虚勢なんて張らなくてもいいんだよ。昔知り合いだったって、それって普通幼なじみと言いませんか？そうだね。私もいわゆる幼なじみでしたと言いたいところなんだけど、そうでもなかったんじゃないかなと思います。
Why? Normally they would call us childhood friends, right?
そうかな。私は草薙くんにとってちゃんと幼なじみだったのかな。それこそ私は精神的な幼なじみというやつではないでしょうか。自称でもいいですけど。
Jesus Christ, Rin. He's trying to pull some, Of course not.
でも私がいっぱい出した手紙の返事なんて返ってきませんでした。全くの音信不通でした。これって言ってみれば草薙くんにとっては私はその程度の知り合いってことになりませんか？幼なじみというよりはただの知り合いですよね。
Now that you put it that way.
ただの知り合い。
No, I didn't mean that. But
珍しく草薙くんが困った。
she's just teasing me right now, bro.
冗談ですよ。
You feel like she was quite ironic with a smile. But I see Shirin hasn't changed at all. Your letters all the time, I was ignoring all this time. Your words she tried to get with me over and over again. That slight ironic joke is a little retribution for what I did to her. In the beginning, that must have left a big stain on our relationship. But Shirin, she left it all behind as if it were a simple joke well left. The 6 years I was ignoring her.
まだ困った顔してますね、草薙くん。さすがにそこまで困らなくていいんだよ。
Still.
いいえ、手紙の件は今の草薙くんの困った顔でチャラです。困ってくれたということは少しは気にかけてくれてたということですしね。そんなことでも私は少し嬉しかった。氷川さん、私の名前は三桜凛です。今までずっと遠くに住んでて、昨日弓張りに3年生としてやっと転入してきました。見ての通り、草薙くんとは何ら特別な関係ではありません。私は幼なじみと言えるぐらいは仲が良かったつもりだけど、でも今思うと私が一方的に懐いてただけだったかもしれませんね。私って昔から空回りが得意だったから。
No, that's not true.
まあ草薙くんは気を使ってそう言ってくださりますが、私は昔から空気が読めない能天気な女の子だったんだよ。そうでしょうか。そうそう、だから待ちに待った再会だったのに逆に緊張してすごくギクシャクしちゃったんだよ。ダメだよね、距離感の取り方が下手すぎてコミュ力低すぎだよ。そんなことありませんよ。まるでいつも会ってるみたいな自然さで、だから私はお二人が付き合っているのかとばかり思ったぐらいですし。ありがとう、それは光栄だね。草薙くんは相変わらずモテるのでしょ。一瞬でもそう勘違いされるのは素敵ですね。
No, I'm not popular with girls. Rather, judging from the situation yesterday, you seem to be more popular with men. Rin, and your communication skills are quite high.
そうかな。
Quite high.
単に私はコミュ力低いから注意して生きてるだけだよ。不器用な人間は不器用なりに努力しないといけませんからね。三桜先輩は3年生ということは草薙先輩と同学年ということですか。うん、しかもラッキーなことに同じクラスでした。これをチャンスになるべくギクシャクした会話を改善したいかな。
What is Rin playing here? Why is the conversation moving on like this?
そんなことありませんよ。本当に三桜先輩はギクシャクなんてしてなくて、すごく自然に会話されます。そうかな。けど氷川さんにそう言ってもらえると嬉しいな。でも氷川さんと自然に話せるのは私じゃなくて氷川さんが話しやすいからだよ。
Yeah, what's up with Rin?
そんなことありませんよ。まあ昔から笑顔だけは得意でしたけど、でもそれは日本人特有のとりあえず笑っておけ的なあれですし。
She's being really modest right now. Let's continue. I don't want to overthink something
そ
like
んな
this
こ
right
と
now.
ないと思うけどな。氷川さんって簡単に打ち解ける独特な空気があるよね。友達多そうだもん。友達多そうですか。いや、親しい人なんて数えるほどですよ。本当？全然そんな感じしないけど。そうだ、 できたら氷川さんのことも私に教えてもらえないですか？
Conversations. Kind of
私は氷川里奈と言いまして、今年弓張学園に入学してきました。草薙先輩とは6年ぐらい前からの知り合いでして、なんとなくその頃からよくしてもらったので、成り行きというかその場のノリというか、悪ふざけで精神的妹という設定になっております。6年？そうなんだ。6年。どうしましたか？ああ、そんな意味深なことはないよ。ただ私がこの町から引っ越したのが6年前だったから。
Sorry, randomly I was looking at my weight jacket and stuff here for but I thought it was gonna FedEx doesn't work on the weekends, I guess. Anyway.
そうなんですか。そうだよ。だからりなちゃんとは入れ違いになった感じかな。草薙くんの幼なじみとしては。そうですね。ああ、またやっちゃった。今りなちゃんとか慣れ慣れしかったかも。
Is it just me? It's kind of silly that the OG childhood friend is Rin and the one who replaced her quote unquote is Rita. Is that? I think that's intended.
そんなことはありませんよ。その呼び名でもちろん歓迎します。ごめんね。なんか凛先輩こそ不思議な方ですね。そうかな。でもさ、嬉しくて。
Sorry, I really got
嬉
distracted
しい。
because I'm like shipment. I was supposed to get it last Wednesday, but there was some weird customs thing that I had to deal with. And it only took until this morning before the FedEx person messaged me, and I was able to deal with that problem. And then there was like some monetary amount of value in it before they started before customs started to worry about it.
私が知らない草薙くんをりなちゃんが知ってて、
Didn't miss.
私が知らない頃の草薙先輩のことを三桜先輩が知ってる。なんかそういうのっていいなーって。はい、わかります。わかってもらえたかな。多分同じような気持ちじゃないかと。私ね、私りなちゃんと知り合いになれてよかったと思います。はい、こちらこそ。
What is happening? I feel like they're sympathizing with something. It seems like they are sharing the same feelings and ideas. Anyway, this is why the conversation felt weird because they're having like an indirect conversation. I don't really know why, but from what I can see, they became friends. Although I don't have the slightest idea why. You could tell. It's so annoying. They had the indirect conversation.
理由がわからないのですか？
Yes, I can't quite understand why they sympathize so much.
まあ草薙くんはそういうタイプだよね。
I have to be incredibly dense to not realize this.
なるほど。草薙先輩にはこういう人がいたのですね。なんとなくそんな影は感じていましたが。 やっぱり素晴らしい人でした。
For some reason, Hikawa whispers that someone's savage. What are you talking about?
私が精神的妹なんて名乗っているって話ですよ。まあ三桜先輩が言う通り、私と先輩は兄弟のような仲の良さですからな。
Is it brother should be accepted? The screeching sound of brakes echoes around.
あ、バイクのブレーキの音。
Is it I? This sound.
これはダメだぞ。止まらないみたいだぞ。
Ah, shit. Fucking K, man. I heard K. I was like, yeah. Why so much fuzz this morning?
派手な登場音ですな。え、これはどなたかの登場音なのですか？
There's smoke coming from the bike rack located behind the front door. And then that single, carefree voice is heard.
だからドラムブレーキはダメなんだな。水が入っただけで滑りやがって気合がないぞ。
あの方は相変わらずのお天気ですな。
Yeah, that idiot. It seems like he can't stay without destroying anything when he breaks the motorcycle.
どなたが来られたのでしょうか？
はあ、直哉じゃないか。
Fucking gay, man. Can you stay calm without having to bend the wall of the bike rack every time you park your motorcycle?
なんだよそれひどいな。俺だって好き好んで壁にぶつかってるわけじゃないぞ。
Really? I thought it was a habit of yours.
そんな習性があってたまるかよ。あのバイクは古いから扱いが大変なんだよ。ちゃんと整備しててもちょっとしたお天気具合ですぐ故障だ。
Like your brain now.
俺の脳はお天気具合で故障なんかしねえ。
So your face then?
俺の顔と天気の具合は関係ない。
草薙くんの友達なのですね。
Yeah. That's how it is.
昨日も教室でとても仲が良さそうでした。
おい、直哉。
He approaches me without saying a single word. His look is different from a moment ago. Oh. And now he grasps my neck. What's wrong?
あの子ってさ、ほら、昨日運命の出会いをした幼馴染なの。
Kay looks at Rin while holding on to me. What's happening right now? You saw Rin and got excited about getting a lollipita. Lollipita. That's twice the O.
あのな、目の前の子はどう見ても大人だろ。どうして俺がロリペドになる？
Well, precisely because. Wait, let me read this properly. The context is blowing up. This is well, precisely because you're a lollipito. I thought you were disappointed when you saw Rin all grown up. In the midst of so much anger, you ended up hugging me. I don't know why the why is this changing a lot? It's only, can't figure out the person if it's first, second, third person properly at times, even the gender.
どこから突っ込んでいいのかさっぱりわからないぞ。
草薙くん、自己紹介させてもらってもいいかな？
Alright, no problem. He's undoubtedly a very strange guy, but deep down he is a lollipito and quite insignificant. twice the O. His name is Kei Natsume.
てめえどんな紹介の仕方だよ。
Well, it's the result of trying to explain the softest way possible. That the shocking reality is that you're a lolly pedophile. Got any problems?
不服以外の何者でもないわ。だいたい俺がいつ幼児愛ってことになったんだ。
Why is pedophile censored in Japanese? What the fuck? I mean, they've been shouting lolly pedo. You already get the context. Did you just get mad as hell seeing how Rin had been thrown?
草薙くん、なんだかわからないけど、あんまり友達をからかったらダメだよ。
No, it's true. He was delighted when he saw photos of you when you were a little girl. And now that he saw you grown up, he suddenly got angry.
そうですか。子供の時は可愛かったって話でしたら嬉しい限りです。
Statement feels like a bait. He said, I was very pretty when I was a little girl. It feels like a bait statement that she wants to hear. But you're still pretty up to now, or something like that.
いや、語弊があるぞ。そんなことない。今だって十分可愛いぞ。自信を持っていい。
大丈夫ですよ。ちゃんと分かってますよ。草薙くんは昔から人をからかうのが得意でしたから、こういうやりとりは慣れっこですから。それよりも夏目くんには草薙くんがそこまで心を許しているのですね。私は草薙くんがそんな冗談を言う相手ってそんなにいませんでしたから。
But she started to feel sorry for herself for being not there in 6 years, for the last 6 years. How are you surprised at?
どういうことだよ。直哉。
What are you talking about?
この子めちゃくちゃ飲み込みが早くて順応性が高くて優しくて完璧すぎじゃないか。
Well, yeah.
それは買いかぶりすぎですよ。なぜそう思われたのかわかりませんが。
ほら見ろこの奥ゆかしさ。お前はこんないい子の手紙を無視し続けたのか。
Yeah, I could say yeah.
だから買いかぶりすぎですって。そんなことよりも夏目くん、少しいいですか。
何。
Rin faces Kay. And then, along with a smile,
改めまして三桜凛です。6年ほど前までこの町に住んでいました。そして草薙くんの幼なじみでした。
in a moment, Rin used the word childhood friend. She turned her gaze toward me. He or she? I get who's looking at me. Of course I nodded. Oh, I think it's Rin. Rin is without doubt my childhood friend. It's like she's trying to make a flex move to Rita as well.
だからこの町で
Is Rina
また
still in
皆
this
さんと仲良
conversation?
くできたらいいと思います。てなことでよろしくお願いします。
Ren bows, lowering her head quite a bit. It's rare to see someone these days who treated their classmates and Kohai in such a courteous and formal manner. I don't know if, well, we'll find out more about Rin's actual personality. But right now, it's just to say that she is quite polite.
こちらこそ。
Anyone would be surprised, but surely no one would feel offended by that way of acting. After all, Rin didn't like Kay and I arguing about her. This is why, in order to stop the conversation, he made that very formal greeting. That way of acting is quite typical of Rin.
私職員室行かなきゃいけないので先にいいかな。
You know, that line actually made me think that Rin is actually she's really reading she's really into reading up the air of things. At least that's how I interpret her character, considering how she spoke to Rena and how she maneuvered the conversation flow between Kate and Nalia. I'm probably overthinking, but let's see. That's okay. See you in a bit. Living room. Living room. I'm pretty sure this is his own room, but whatever. A classroom. She's really uptight and polite. Upright. I said uptight. It's upright. Sorry, it's upright. She hasn't changed a bit, huh?
直哉は人が悪いよな。
What are you talking about? そうですね。あんな素敵すぎる人と知り合いなんて。
Is she very charming?
素敵すぎるだろうあの人。すべてが完璧だもの。
Perfect. Ren is so educated, skilled, and courteous that you could call her perfect. But she's also the type of person whose clumsy parts are really clumsy. There's no factor that can negate Hikawa's claim that Ren is so charming, but
あれじゃあ、俺が単なるアホみたいじゃないか。
you mean that? That's the problem then. You're a fool anyway.
うまいわ。本当に一言多い男だな。
はあ、草薙先輩にも三桜先輩の半分でも分かりやすい優しさがあればいいのですが。
What is clear kindness? What? Clear kindness. Oh, okay. They actually use the term clear kindness. I'm like confused. What the hell is this? Now he's also confused.
さあ、まあいいんじゃないですか。先輩の難解な優しさというよりも自己犠牲精神は分かる人だけに分かればいい問題ですし。
What is that spirit of self-sacrifice?
それよりそろそろ教室行きましょうぜ。遅刻をしてしまいますぞ。
そうだな。
Talk to Rin after so long. The long time she wasn't made for both of them. That time begins to move again from now on. Both the good and bad things, they all begin to move again. Oh, that's an interesting conversation. That was actually more of, although it did introduce Arena, it's a much more. I feel like that's a much more of a scene that gave you more of an understanding what kind of person Rin is. Anyway, a long time. The first classes after holidays and end up feeling quite long. But little by little, I'm getting used to that. By telling my mind that it should give up and focus on my studies, the midday break comes faster than I expected. Lunch break? What do you call it? Midday break. The midday break I'm waiting for so long, or at least it should be like that, but this situation really irritates me, huh? It's packed with people. I'll just call this lunch break or recess. I'll just call it lunch. The new students happily buy bread from the canteen, which is new for them. However, this proportion decreases as years progress. When you eat it, you realize that it is simple bread. It's really not the type of food that so many people would flock to buy. As you move up in class, you stop trying so hard to buy something there. So I mingle with the new students and visit the canteen. The cafeteria food is cheaper than the shops outside. And cheap is the law. Even saying that, I don't buy any bread. It is to buy bread, but then it's preferable to bring me some bread crust, biscuits, and some salad. I make my way, pushing and shoving the new students, and ask the old man in the canteen for my order. I speak to the old man sitting next to the crowded cantina. Old man, same old. Yes, it is right. Seeing the lady busy selling for Telling for a moment from the side, the old man took out the can from the back of his... Yeah, he keeps buying bread crumbs. Bread, what do you call that? Whatever he buys. Sorry for always bothering you, huh? It's okay, it doesn't matter. Here. This is... It's only 60 yen for you. Are you serious? What is the G7 can? What the hell's the G7 can? The old man smiles at me mischievously. What is the G7 can? Now he's in a real thing or is that a sketch? Incredible. It is only 260 grams. Only in content it is 200 grams. It is all a premium product. It must have been difficult for you to get this, right? A little, but hey, with this amount everyone can eat well, right? What the old man gave me is a can of Tatsui Yakitori flavored with hot sauce. A little yakitori. Pote? Oh, it's pote. Okay. Oh, it's can. Canned chicken, I guess? I can buy something like that for 16 bucks. Oh, you can buy 75 grams of 3 cans for 16 bucks. Well, this is buying online. Obviously, if you buy from a canteen. But he gave him like 200 grams. That's a lot. It's actually a big can. Because I'm looking at like a package of 3. So. You know it as the king of can yakitori. Even within the product line, these 7 cans are legend. It's 3 times larger than normal ones. There you go. So it's like buying a pack of tree. Almost like buying a pack of tree. Of course, it's not the kind of thing they sell in the canteen. In fact, it's not the kind of thing a poor student can eat. The old man buys them from a wholesaler and sells them to me at a fairly modest price. Of course, you wouldn't get such a special treatment. However, the relationship that I and this old man have is not normal either. Okay, I'll leave the rest. I'll leave you in charge of the rest. Yeah, no problem. We communicate with our eyes. That's how our relationship builds and the shadows work. It is something that cannot be seen with common sense lenses of the world of normal society. Okay, let's get this ready quickly. What the hell is their relationship? Maybe wonder what Naoya is doing for the old guy. I opened the door to the art room. Toritani is inside. At school, this woman usually lives in the art room. You have to see that she loves the art as well quite a bit. Although, it's certainly a pretty cozy place.
あんたまた料理とか作りに来たんじゃないでしょうね。
But yeah, don't worry. I'm not going to do something that will cause you any inconvenience.
何言ってるの。料理することが迷惑なのよ。調理の匂いが室内にこもるのよ。
Yeah, isn't that problematic in an art club room? Smell. Alright, now that you mention it. I brush my finger lightly on the window frame.
何してるのよ。
No, I just see that the art room is as clean as ever.
趣味悪いわね。昭和の姑みたいな真似だわ。
It's not that. I really understand why you don't want me to leave the art room that you work so hard to keep clean smelling.
そんなに大切にしてるわけじゃないけど。
Storitani really works hard to keep the art club really clean. Anyway, I'm not going to leave this impeccable art room smelling again. I just need Wakata's gas stove with 6 portions of rice restored. If you could just lend me that, I could do the rest outside. 6 portions of rice. A lot of rice.
屋外で？それよりも今日は米6合もあるのね。なんかいつもより2合も多いんじゃない？
What the fuck? Yeah, well, you realize that today's dish will be sized as jumbo size. Seeing that, I show her the cheese set in can of yakitori.
そんな形の焼き鳥の缶詰初め。
It's an exclusive product. Although, why are you showing interest in my food? Sorry, Donnie stared at the can of yakitori I had with me.
焼き鳥缶ね。いいわ、わかったわ。
You know what? I actually got curious about this. I might actually buy some later. I'm gonna open up Amazon or something. I appreciate it. Well, please lend me the cooking tools, please. Dorothy looks at the clock in the art room, as if she hadn't heard my request.
何言ってるんだか。今からじゃ屋外に移動する時間なんてないでしょ。
Time can be created. Those who say that don't have the time to simply know how to manage it well.
言葉だけ聞いてると正しいことを言っているように聞こえるけど、あんたの普段の行動から考えたら説得力ゼロね。
No, if I have time, I won't be late.
何を偉そうに。時間が許さないって話してるんでしょ。今から外に出て料理なんて始めて間に合うわけないでしょ。
She's trying to tell me she's started cooking in the club room.
まあいいわ。だいたい予想はついてたから。それでここからが本題。今日はあんたが美術部で調理することも許可してあげるわ。
Notice something about her sprite. I don't want to talk about it, but I'm like, that's an impossible freeze there. Let's not talk about that. I have something right now. What?
何驚いてるの？許可してあげるって言ってるのよ。
That would be perfect, but you're planning something right. There's no way you can say something like that without asking something in return.
そうね。確かにただとかありえないわよ。
What do you want then?
そうね。美術室を使わせる代わりに1合分私に分けなさい。これ。
Give you a ration portion. Definition isn't fair, huh?
何が横暴な条件よ。いつもより多く炊く気なんでしょ。
Certainly, but we have an implicit rule that when cooking more than normal, each person's portion is increased. And I'm not going to accept such an unfair and arbitrary condition.
横暴も何も。いつも美術室に鳥だれの匂い充満させておいて大層な言い方ね。
No, you're right. I'll apologize for that. But if you do that, you would be the one who would look bad. Well, one of those involved in this plan is none other than the supervisor of the art club, Wakata. In the worst case scenario, it is possible that the art club would close.
分かってるわ。とか若田先生は隙が多すぎて困るわね。とりあえず学校に言いつけるのは冗談よ。でも交渉は本気よ。1合分けてもらうわ。
Well, I can't do much even if you tell me to do that. My work flows thanks to the support of a certain group of accomplices. None of the three of us have the money to act freely, and we are always hungry. One of those support is in fact the supervisor of this art club, Chiichiro Wakata. He's in charge of providing the rice and kitchen instruments. Well, it is the old man who provides the other. Oh, I get it. Okay, so he cooks for a lot of people, and he distributes it. So basically, he's cooking for a lot of people. So that's why they're totally fine with it. Now you're doing whatever you're doing, and I'm in charge of cooking all that. Simply put, I'm not the only one who can decide that. Today's dish is big. I can give you a serving.
あら、なんか素直ね。
But still, I can't give it to you give it to you for free. That would be an act of betrayal against the others.
だから美術室を使わせてあげるのが条件だと言ったでしょ。
The room does not belong to you. Ergo, I have no duty or responsibility whatsoever to pay you for the place.
そば代だったら私の島荒らしてるんだから払うのが義務ってもんでしょ。美術室が誰の所有物かなんて関係ないわ。
You say it doesn't matter whose art room it is, but you demand that I pay you because it's your territory. What are you, from the Yakuza?
冗談よ。あんたがそば代とか言うからでしょ。でさ、これならどうかしら。
It's 6:14. I'm thinking about go to the grocery to get some food. Anyway, we should end stream now. 6:30, 45. So I have 30 minutes. Seeing that, Dorotani took out a plastic container from her bag.
参加料として申し分ないんじゃないかしら。
When you opened up the huge plastic container, inside there was
タケノコよ。この時期になると実家の竹林に生えてくるのよ。
They look delicious, though. You can think they have a bamboo forest in the garden of your family's house. Is it your family actually? Is your family actually rich?
実家はどうか知らないけど、今日までの私の行動を見てお金あるように見えるのかしら。
Certainly, but they say that wealthier people are, the more stingy they are.
人をケチ呼ばわりといちいち失礼なやつね。まあいいわ。で、このタケノコなら申し分ないんじゃない？
Bamboo shoots, huh? It looks like they're already cooked. They could be used at any time.
妄想地区の若竹よ。ちょうど旬で本当に美味しいわよ。
Certainly, we are in the season of bamboo shoots, and without a doubt, they seem to be of very good quality.
どうでもいいけど、あんまり悩んでる暇ないんじゃない？
Now that you mention it, just like she said, I don't have a lot of time left. I don't have a lot of time.
いつもより大きな焼き鳥缶みたいだけど、だからといって味は同じでしょ？悪くない条件でしょ？さあ、とっとと決めなさい。
I suddenly have an idea for dinner. I'm gonna make some pseudo Olive Garden chicken. Her expression was as if she had guessed everything. She had planned everything. It should have been planned or something. I was a little irritated by that face, but it's hard to reject the charm of bamboo shoots. Freshly harvested sprouts in spring must be delicious. It's just as Storytani says. When I have those bamboo shoots in front of me, the usual yakitori rice seems ordinary and simple to me. If it is to have buds of such a good quality, surely the other two would also agree. Okay, well, there's no time. Storytani, cut the sprouts into small pieces with those scissors.
ハサミでって包丁は？
Do you think we have something like that here? Cut them down quickly. Wash the rice. This time, I use the amount for 6 servings, more than normal. Wait, he's gonna actually cook the rice? I thought the rice was already cooked or something because he doesn't have much time. He has to cook it for like 30 minutes. Unless he has a way to make minute rice or something. I don't know, man. Or Danny, the rice pot.
人使いが荒いわね。まだタケノコを切り終わってないんだからちょっと待ちなさいよ。だから。
Okay, there you go. Right, Danny prepares the rice pot. Well, that was a really long delay. Meanwhile, I prepare in the kitchen. I pour the rice and an appropriate amount of water into the pot. I put on top of that the bamboo shoots that Toritani cut, and on top of everything, the entire flavored yakitori. I turn the can over and haphazardly pour all the contents inside. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. So it's like Donovan style rice pot thing.
かし文化鍋でお米なんてよく炊けるわね。
People do this all the time. So I was like, oh, that's a good way of doing it. It's actually also quite simpler. It's easy once you get used to it. Plus, rice prepared in pot tastes much better. The intensity of the fire is different when using gas than when using electricity.
それよく聞くけど、電気釜よりガス釜の方が美味しいって本当なの？
Yeah, so even normal rice has a flavor on the level of kushikari rice. I don't know, man. Maybe you're just using a shitty electric rice cooker. I'm using a very good rice cooker. And my rice is better than kushikari. Although I did buy some kushikari recently. Anyway.
そんなに変わらないでしょ？
Well, in your opinion, I have to try. Okay, I'm going to boil it once and for all.
沸騰まで何分ぐらいなの？
Okay, so I answered the question I had because I thought it was just normal rice, so it's really like 30 minutes or something. Usually 5 minutes, although today is more than usual. So overestimating, I would say 7 minutes. What do you need? No, because I spend time like soaking the rice. The amount of time I spend to cook the rice is like 56 minutes, but 30 to 20 minutes of that is soaking. What kind of rice do they get? They cook it so fast, 5 minutes. Do you cook rice that good in 5 minutes? Must be extremely high. I don't know if increasing the temperature in such a way. I need to read up on this. 'Cause that's really quick, 5 minutes. I mean 7 minutes. Kind of feels like bullshit, but the lid of the pot starts to pop off. It is the sound of the steam making it rise. That's what I'm saying. Adjust the heat slightly so the lid does not rise, but it needs to jump a little. And on top of that, place a jar of oil as weight. Yeah, I guess he's pressure cooking.
その油壺、そんなことに使ってたの？
This, it has a bad reputation for being very heavy and having very intricate design, but it's perfect as a weight for cooking rice. But oil vase, I mean the container where the diluent oil for painting with oil is poured. Because they are usually placed next to the pallets, they're made from lightweight aluminum, but this vase is made from brass, and it is also incredibly thick.
確かにね。それ筋トレ用の油壺なんじゃないかって思うほど重いけど。
They originally had that purpose.
何それ？
I was just talking to myself. And while we were talking about it, almost no steam stopped coming out of the lid. It is proof that there is almost no water inside left. I lowered the fire even more. If I leave it cooking on high heat, it will end up very burnt.
本当に手慣れてるね。
Well, yes, one of the few things I know how to do well is to prepare cheap meals. I'm thinking why I cook that quickly. I'm really bothered because there's no way good rice cooks as well as from a current understanding.
数少ない鳥へね。そんなセリフ聞いたら日本中の絵描きが本気であんたを殺したいと思うんじゃないかしら。
That's ridiculous.
十分ありえるわよ。
No, this isn't the time to be talking nonsense. The moment in which all the humidity had already disappeared, I turned the heat on high for a moment, then turn it off completely. Turning the heat to maximum at the end serves to convert the remaining moisture into steam.
できたの？
Hey, don't touch it. You just need to let it cook with steam now. It's about 10 minutes away.
10分か。でもそれだと
Oh,
食べる
okay,
時間
okay.
なくない？
So his 7 minutes is I guess the 7 minutes is the amount of time heat is applied and 10 minutes for rest. Okay, that's what's confusing me. Yeah, and that's why we'll be late.
は？何言ってるの？私は遅刻なんてする気ないわよ。
So you're not going to eat? Well, too bad, huh, Tortani?
そんなわけないでしょ。そうだ、このタッパーに入れなさい。
Tortani took out the container from earlier where she kept the bamboo shoots. Whoa, you're planning to eat? You're planning to eat afterwards like the other two do? The other two, I mean, obviously Wakata and the old man from the canteen. Wakata usually eats right away, but the old man can't come here until afternoon. After the noon break. Oh, it's recess. Okay. Okay, I'm confused about. He has to eat after the work in the canteen is completely finished.
あんたみたいにお気軽に遅刻なんてする気にはなれないわ。あとこれ。
No, I think it's still lunch. It's just a different use of wording. Huh? Why are you giving me two plastic containers?
あんたの分よ。
What are you saying? I don't need that. I have my own bowl of rice.
アホ。とりあえずタッパー貸すからこれに入れて一緒に授業出る。で授業が終わったら食べるの。
This is a good conversation for me because I'm getting hungry and I think I want to chop a can of chicken or something. Huh? Leave it like that? Don't worry about me.
ほっとけるわけないでしょ。だいたいあんた学費とかもったいないと思わないの？
Maybe, but...
はあ？弓張りって私立よ。学費だって公立とは比べ物にならないのよ。
No, well, I was gonna think about who pays for I guess tuition. I mean, it could be a scholar because, but well, he's in third year and his dad died in third year, so I think he could probably get by anyway. He only has 1 year to go. He doesn't need to pay. You're right, but
お金に困ってるって言っても所詮その程度ね。授業料にカリカリするほど貧乏ではないってことかしら。
what does it mean to be so poor that I have to break my head over tuition?
うるさいわね。いつでも貧乏貧乏、金がない金がない言ってる割には金にいい加減ってことよ。あんたは典型的な底辺になるタイプだわ。
Why do you have to tell me that kind of thing?
お金ないくせに学費無駄にするとか信じられないわ。貧乏人の無計画なんてまさしく底辺思考じゃないの。
While we were discussing this kind of useless things, 10 minutes have passed. The time necessary to leave at steaming has already passed, so it's finally ready. Takiko mi gohan yakitori.
本当に美味しそうね。
Guys, I mean, I was about to end that. Of course it's good. The three of us spent almost half the week eating this takikomi gohan.
栄養が偏りそうね。
But this time, we also have freshly harvested spring bamboo shoots. Not only is it tasty, but it should also alleviate the lack of nutrients a little.
タケノコだけで緩和されるわけないでしょうが。
Well, you're an idiot, Dorizani. This is a waste to not eat this freshly cooked.
そんなに炊きたてって美味しいの？
You know what? I'm kind of tempted to also do the same right now because I have a donut and I'm actually tempted to do that right now as well. I'm gonna search up. Of course, it was cooking in a pot, so obviously the best flavor is that it's freshly cooked. It is so good that it's incomparable to the flavor when it's cold.
そうなんだ。
Tom, give me the container. I'll serve you here. Eat it with pleasure during the next break.
とりあえずよそいなさい。
Yeah, you don't have time, don't you? I'll serve it all in this container so you can enjoy your cold rice later. Toritani sees me with a penetrating gaze. I think I got out of hand. Toritani's look is a little scary. For now, I'll serve Toritani's ration portion in this plastic container. Come on, the bell has already rung. If you don't hurry up, get back to the classroom. You'll be late.
一口だけ。
What? Did they just hear just a bite?
何笑ってるの？愉快な男ね。一口だけ味見してから行くのよ。なんか
No problem. That's if you just settle for just one bite, huh?
当たり前じゃない。一口だけよ。
So how's it? Bertani's hand holding her chocolate was shaking. It is perfectly normal. If after making her wait so long, she eat not least a bite of freshly made puppy gohan with yakitori, she won't be able to resist. You're probably shouting this in your mind right now.
涙が出る。犯罪的だ。うますぎる。体に染み込んできやがる。マジほといの焼き鳥炊き込みご飯のためなら高騰だって。
You won't be able to resist. Given that flavor, given that desire.
くだらないこと考えてない。
I like the retorts based on this. Huh?
一応は皆勤賞なのよ。こんなことで遅刻なんてできないわ。確かに美味しいけど、皆勤賞を逃すほどではないわね。
Really?
何を不思議そうな顔してるの？当たり前でしょ。
Now you're disappointed. I thought he got her to be impressed. No, I don't mind being late to class just to eat this dish.
それはあんたの意志が弱いだけでしょ。あんたと私を一緒にしないでくれる？
Not that I remember. You were the pretender for perfect attendance award. You're quite serious and diligent, huh?
真面目とかと違うわよ。お金が単純にもったいないだけ。授業料だけでも年間60万近く払ってるんだから。ちなみに初年度だと入学金が20万上乗せされるのよ。
Talking about school tuition, but there's a lot of things involved with it. $200,000 yen a year. How much does the class cost then?
まあ入学金とかもあるし、その他諸経費とかもあるから一概には言えないけど、授業料だけだと500円ぐらいかしら。 だからあんたもサボるとかやめなさいよ。金金言う割にはそういうところでだらしないんじゃお金なんてたまらないわよ。
Well, don't you think this flavor is priceless? It's worth more than about 500 yen, don't you think?
さあね、私は授業の時間が大事。
Oh, she messed up. Just as the precise moment she tried to stand up, the bell that announced the start of classes rang. I think you're late, sorry, Tommy.
あんたが変に話を引き伸ばすからでしょ。
It's over. If you hurry, you might still get there. Of course, the chances are very high that you won't make it.
あんたね。
Bertani, who had already stood up from her chair, began to approach with a terrifying expression in her face. Sorry. Bertani put a hand in the air. She's going to hit me. So I thought,
もう少し装いなさいよ。
my little thing just managed to it. With her hand in the air, she grabbed the plastic container and extended it toward me.
あんたのおしゃべりのせいで遅刻したんだから、もう少し量増やしなさいよ。
But it's not just my fault. You could have just ignored me and gone to the classroom.
んなことできたらやってるわよ。できなかったからこんなことになってるんでしょ。
I think she got ranked. Furthermore, you're capable of doing it. At least that, right? Based on what I know about her, she is supposed to be in different characters than what others tell her.
とりあえずもう少し食べるわ。
I think I'm changing my dinner plan again. Now I could probably make the same thing as whatever now you made just now. I had the dawn on there, so I could try it out. I think I'm gonna look for a recipe. You serve yourself so much, you're going to feel bad afterwards. In general, you always eat a little, right?
1回の授業料は500円ぐらいよ。元は取らないともったいなさすぎるわ。
Oh my
それで
god!
なんでこんな制度が始ま
Look
った
at
の？
that serving size. What the fuck? Holy shit, look at that serving size. So huge. The Takikomi Gohan system. The Takikomi Gohan system, well, I'm assuming that terminated this perfectly. It seems to me that it all started one day when I went to the canteen after recess. Midday break. Recess. It's just a recess. Do you have some bread left over? We're already closed. Classes have already started, right? Maybe they already started, but I'm hungry. Let's see. I understand. You'll have to endure it then, boy. If you believe that everything in life will turn out the way you want, then you're quite wrong. Students are usually quite ignorant about it. I see. If you tell me that, then it puts me in trouble now. The old man in the canteen was eating microwave rice in the can of yakitori. That's Hatoi's yakitori. Is it salty? Yes, that's how it is. The Shio flavored one tastes very good. These are my favorites. Well, certainly they are tasty, but that's all. What do you mean just that? It's enough that it tastes good, right? Certainly flavor is important. However, versatility is also important in ingredients. Versatility? What are you talking about? Hatoi's yakitori. Even though it is one of the most famous brands, it is also the kind of yakitori that has the most diehard fans. Since he was born in a year as busy as 1970, he has continued to be the star runner. What the fuck does he? Since it was made, it is the world's first yakitori can. Therefore, there are many who have peculiarities regarding these cans. The salt flavored ones are the best. No, the best ones are the ones from Thai. No, the spicy Thai ones. No, it seems to me the number ones are the garlic flavored. Apparently the yuzu ones are the handy. Due to the cheapness of the product, these plastic formats are very picky about the flavors. I've been eating these cans since they first went on sale. And the ones I love the most are the salt flavored ones, man. Don't come talk to me as if you know so much. Well, I understand what you're trying to say, but don't you think it's kind of sad to always go with the same thing? It's not always the same. Sometimes I eat boiled mackerel, and other times mackerel boiled into miso. Of course, sometimes I eat celery kabayaki style. This old man is talking to me about candy cigars. Have you ever wanted to eat a yakitori in a more delicious way? In a more delicious way? What the hell do you mean? Just like the word said, just like it said, I can offer you a much more tastier and different way to eat that can of yakitori than you do. What are you talking about? Watch your tone, kid. For example, how would you like the Takikomi Gohan prepared with that can? Takikomi Gohan? Yes, of course. In that case, it is better to use the Thai flavored ones. How about it? Imagine it. The flavor takigomi gohan impregnated with a curry flavored yakitori. Let's see. That's why you were chatting about versatility and all that. You know what? I'm gonna search up a recipe for takigomi gohan. Fucking hell. Yes, even to make oyakudon, it works. Even to make oyakudon, it works too. The Thai flavored ones are more versatile. Actually, that is a good idea to make yeah, if you give me the eggs, I can prepare for you. There are many other ways to eat those cans. The old man imagined a great variety of dishes that could be prepared with the cans of yakitori, and he was about to drool, but likewise, it is impossible to get the utensils at school. When I return home, I will do it on my own. If this were a normal school, but I have a plan in mind. How about it? You sign up for the plan or not, old man? And your name? Nalia Kusanagi. Hey, are you telling me your name is Kusanagi? What's wrong? The old man looked closely at my face and then, okay, I'm in. I'm pretty sure maybe his dad was also doing the same thing. I'm not surprised if his dad was doing the same thing.
なるほど、調理器具ね。それでうちの顧問に白羽の矢が立ったわけ。
That's how it is.
迷惑な話ね。うちの顧問を巻き込むなんて。バレたら美術部の存続に関わることよ。
But that guy was pretty happy at that time.
確かに危険な賭けではあるけど、若田先生はこの企みに乗らざるを得ないわね。
Wakata is just a part-time teacher. Even though he is a teacher, he has no money.
いいえ、そうじゃないわ。もっと単純な話よ。この炊き込みご飯は美味しいわ、とても。だから私が授業を遅刻してしまっても仕方がなかったということかしら。
It's good, isn't it?
まあまあだったかしら。
Just said it's very good.
そう？気のせいじゃないの？
What the hell?
それより草薙はなんで絵も描かないのにこの美術室に入り浸ってるのかしら。
Let's spend my time here either. Besides, this is the only place where I can get the instruments for takigomi gohan.
調理器具ならそれこそ調理実習室とかにあるじゃないの。
If I prepare it there, they will quickly discover me.
だとしても他にもいろいろ理由つけてこの美術室によく来るじゃない。
It was you in the first place who brought me here by force.
最初？ああ、そうね。最初にあんたに会った時に確かにこの部室に拉致したわ。
Don't ever kidnap anyone like that again. That day I got quite scared. A woman I had never seen before suddenly shouted at me. Annoying.
あんたが草薙直哉？あんたなぜ美術部に入らないとか意味不明な行動をとるのかしら。
At that moment, I thought, I don't know what to expect from me banging on the table and looking for an argument.
だって意味不明だったんですもの。あれほどの才能がありながらうちの美術部に入らないなんて。
Whether I have a talent or not, that's not for anyone else to decide. I'm the one who decides which club I want to join.
だとしても私には納得できなかったのよ。
Come on, judging by the way you talk, it seems like you're referring to something from the past. Have you given up already?
諦めるわけないじゃない。今だって納得なんかしてないわよ。
Already in third year. Have you not still given up on that idea?
諦めるわけないでしょ。あんたは知ってるでしょ。鳥谷誠はわがままで何が何でも自分の思い通りにしないと気が済まない。
You know what?
そうでしょ。
I'm gonna end this conversation with that thing. Storyline says that sharpening strongly while pointing her finger at me. After being stunned for a moment, I put on a forced smile on my mouth. Everything as one wishes.
何それ。なんであんたは含み笑いしてるのかしら。
No, it's nothing. A look at the bundle of tassels that I knocked down. Tassels that I knocked down 2 days ago. They're better organized than they were before I knocked them down. Probably, even if I run my fingers over the pile of sawhorses, it will not have like a single particle of dust, speck of dust. You really like the art club, huh?
別に。ただたむろする場所ってここぐらいしかないだけよ。
Art club is certainly quite cozy.
快適でしょうね、そりゃ。
Thanks to someone who tries hard to keep it that way.
何それ。
Nothing.
分かったわ。とりあえずあんたはここの居心地がいいから入り浸っている。そういうわけね。
Yeah, that's how it is.
なるほど。それだったらいいわ。さてと、そろそろ授業行こうかしら。
You're not going to eat at all?
バカ。授業は全体の3分の1までなら遅刻にカウントされるのよ。そろそろ行かないと欠席扱いになるわ。
How tacky, huh?
そうね。私はケチよ。わがままだしね。
What thing?
たまにそのご飯私にも食べさせなさい。ここを使わせてあげるんだから、これは命令だから。それと放課後、今日も美術部は大々的に勧誘をやるからね。
Okay, okay. This woman is really stingy and selfish. Oh wait, there's a option. Wait a second. Guy. The hell's that fucking guy, bro? There you go. Got the knee and hug it. There you go. What's the translation for this? But she can also be extremely kind. But she can also be terribly kind. Yeah, the guy that's looking has a better translation, obviously.
何よそれ。
It's nothing. Anyway, let's go to class, okay?
そうよ。急ぐわよ。
Alright. Okay, I have to end the stream here. I'm gonna make my own Taki code and go on. This fucking novel. It had to be that topic. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I'll probably continue after dinner. I'm gonna be catching up on the Friday seasonal anime, but I could stream. I could do another show later tonight or tomorrow's Saturday, so I have a lot of time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and yeah, I feel like continuing